Again, like, you can clearly see we swept the data high here. Well, not really data. No, never mind. I take that back. Well, you get what I mean. But swept this buy side, swept this wick. So if we got like a death candle through here, I think that would tell us we're going to change order flow. Yo, and there's equal lows here. All right, I'm taking this setup. I don't even care. It's too good RR not to. Like, I'll take this for sure. It might not be the most high probability because it's 850, but like the RR is too good and this not to take. Like it's a 9-7, like maybe like a 9-point loss, maybe like a 9-point loss at maximum, and I'm fine with taking off 9 points. I mean, I took a in total from the FOMC stream yesterday. I got like 50 points. Obviously, it was like 140, but that was only with one micro. But it added up to about 50 points full size after. All right, I'm in. Let's see what happens. Again, it's a 9-point stop. Like I don't think it's terrible to like just to try at least. By the way, no personal account today. Why is today no trade day? Can anyone tell me? Sorry. I guess no one's gonna tell me. Thank you. So stop to break even would be here. Yes, and watch me execute it. Dude, like the funny thing is, there's gonna be people like who are like if this is a loss, they'll be so mad. But like, I feel so good about this because it's like a 9. It could be less than a 10-point stop. Like I feel so good about it. And then there's people like scared shitless. They're like, oh my god, is this gonna lose? Like I feel like bro. I feel like, oh, by the way, I'm in this play. I forgot to say that. I feel like the risk reward's really good. Um, sorry, I wasn't talking. Wait, did you guys hear what I said? I said I'm not gonna pass this up because of risk reward. I know the market hasn't opened yet, but like I feel like I would be like I'm fine with taking a 9-point stop here. Like again, I got about 50 points total in the FOMC stream yesterday, so kind of just playing with those profits, and this is a 9-point stop, so it's like whatever, and it's not a bad setup because we've data lows below. And then you move stop to break even here. And we swept buy side here. And we've data lows, so it's like, it's good. All right, so I'm going to scale half here, I think. Well, yeah, I'm going to scale half because it's 10 points. Okay. And then I'm going to do stop the rest at break even. And then other 4 will be down here. Now, hopefully we just keep dumping. That would be nice. Again, that risk reward was just so good. I was not going to pass that up. This would be about 45 points if it hits, or 40 points if it hits. Check out the 30-second at the top. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Nice one. So I feel like the stop loss is safe because we have a 30-second bearish gap in the way, and I feel like we should not go above it if I'm right. And if we do, I'm gonna get stopped to break even after scaling half. You know. But yeah, that 30-second was super nice as well. Again, pretty decent setup, really good risk. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this setup for sure. The only thing is, I hope I don't get stopped to break even. It is what it is, though. If I do, it's fine. So I'm gonna actually draw this little tiny gap to the left because we kind of just wicked off of it. So I think it's gonna be important. Need to break it for more downside. I don't draw these like tiny gaps unless you start seeing us react off them. Like that's the only time I'll ever draw them. See like how the body's holding? So you just want to see the body like fail this. Yeah, that 30-second was a good setup. Bouncing out the 3-minute per rail yet. Yeah. So obviously you want to see a break. There's a tiny 3-minute too here. Yeah. Wait, no, there isn't. There's no 3-minute cap. What are you talking about? So see how the bodies keep holding this gap? Like this is a gap I'd never draw in live time. The only time I'd ever draw it is if I see price respecting it because it's so not obvious. But it's still gonna be significant because of how much we're actually respecting right now. We've respected it like 4 times. So if we get a body close below, really good sign. Okay, really good sign right there. So hopefully we keep going lower. Up about 20 points here now. There's a mean threshold of this OB here. We want to see that violated as well. It should be, but I'm going to scale one more contract here just for 20 points. And I'll do 3 down here. Oh, yeah, you're right. This 3-minute, I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it should be violated. There's just no way it's not. But yeah, definitely good to draw. We got 21 seconds to the close. Yeah, it was an inverse, Luke. It was 2-minute inverse. All right. Let's see. Please close below. God damn it. Did not close below. Not really good sign. It's the 8:50 to 9:10 macro right now, so you ideally want to see this ran. Oh, close below 9Q. The hell? Okay. Cool. So I guess I did close below. I feel bad for everyone joining late because this is probably the only play I'm going to take and execute it on the screen. This has been the most vanilla signal I've given in like a couple weeks. Ooh. So no draw. This is the last kind of internal low we have here. Again, if you want to see us this place below this, thanks, Hildago. It was too good a risk not to take. Like even if that failed, it was just the risk was so good on it. I mean, why not take a 9-point stop? You know. Yeah, our target's ERL right now, Big Nash. Good job. So just made equal lows there. So you get 3 equal lows on NQ. They're not equal lows on NQ, but yeah, about 8 more minutes to the macro. Yeah, I know. The data lows are equal lows. That's why I'm targeting. Like that's why the setup was so good. Like, did you guys see me mark these? I think I was muted, but I'm like, oh my god, look at this. They're perfect equal lows. So the data lows are equal lows as well. You're 1 point off of what, passing? Damn. I don't know what to say to that. Give me 1 second. We got an up close candle here. Would love to see a down close candle through that. Is it down close? It's the up close. If we close below the up close candle, this up close candle will be labeled as the order block. You're out by accident? How are you out by accident? What do you do? That's all right. This is not demo, no. Um, 855 to. I wouldn't really say so. Not. It's kind of steep, not obvious. So there's a 30-second here. It's holding. Want to see that violated, obviously. We have 4 more minutes till this macro time ends. Ideally, I want this to be ran in the next 4 minutes, but definitely needs to speed up here. I'm trying, like, I'm imagining, like, if you were going long here, like, if you're going long here, like, I don't know, I could just, I feel like a long wouldn't be this easy to go long here, so I feel like it's gonna get wrecked, you know? I'm kind of just thinking from the opposite side right now. Like, if I was trying to long this 30-second bullish gap, like, it just wouldn't make sense. Contact support, KG, the same thing happened to me. Okay, 30-second close below. Still 3 more minutes left till this macro time ends. I want to see us close below this up close candle now. Out of options, maybe. Well, traumatized. I was up a lot from the FOMC stream yesterday, so I'm kind of just playing with profits. And it was such good a risk. Like, I'll gladly stop out for 9 points. I don't even care. It's my one setup for life. I'll take this whenever. I mean, it's one setup for life. It's high probability, you know. No, BV suds, that's fine, but 9 times out of 10, we will go hit these data lows, and you're gonna miss out on some profit. You know. One more minute till the macro ends. Gotta run it in the next minute. It hit an NQ. No, it didn't. We made relative equal lows, though. Bro, it did not hit an NQ. What do you mean? You got filled? Bruh. How do you guys get filled? Damn. Lucky you guys, I guess. I don't like how that wasn't ran during the macro. You shouldn't be locked out of your whole account, KG. Okay, we got a 30-second gap here. Hopefully it gets wrecked. Do, do, do. I know, Owen. I don't know why. Just let me know if the NQ one hits, just in case. I mean, they both should hit. So there's a 30-second getting wrecked. I could pyramid here, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Nice, old doggo. I just feel bad because this is like no only like 200 people are here when I executed this play. I know, I agree, y'all guy. Mm-mm. Damn, what is taking this so damn long? Do. Damn, player. This is just slop. This is sloppy now. Honestly, yes, but the before the morning sessions are actually quite good. Like before the market opens. But I think it's crazy how some of you guys got filled. That makes no sense. I got my last ever exam today. Can't wait. I'm graduating the following Saturday. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah, I'm starting grad school, guys. I'm just kidding. Come on, man. Why do these lows not want to be ran? Just think of someone trying to long here. Why in the world would someone long here? Yeah, I know. So did MNQ. Mm-mm-mm. All right, 9:20. 10 more minutes to open. I don't know if they'll make a good soup. I don't know. Bro, if you got filled down there, you were so damn lucky. Mm-mm-mm. I just want to leave my screen for like 9:30. I just want to leave until 9:30 and not watch price here. I don't want to watch price till open. This is just too slow. Well, I don't care. It's already a win, so I could care less. It's just boring to watch. Always take profit a couple ticks early. No. No. I'm good. I'm just scrolling through Instagram right now. There's nothing really to say. I'm not going to class right now. Yeah, see, email support, KG. You can still get in. You just gotta email support. Yeah, this is not bearish at all. What the fuck, dude? Why is this bouncing? Dude, what in the world, dude? Why is this bouncing? There's too much buying pressure. I'm just kidding. If anyone actually thinks I'm being serious, I'm not. So to me, we're maybe forming LRLR. Maybe it might be a little hopium though. I'm not gonna lie. There's an SMP with US. Damn. Well, I guess we'll see what open does. Damn, 6 years ago. After this play, I'm done for the day. I'm not gonna learn anything else. It's a pretty good win. Like, why did we bounce there? Like, who buys there? There's no shot anyone's buying there. Plus EV, are you in this? Probably gonna say no. Oh, okay. Rip. We're getting too close to the entry for open. What could happen is I'm probably gonna get stopped, and then we could go to them later. We're just too close, and the open's probably gonna wake up. I mean, this is just not bearish yet, unfortunately. We have a 30-second gap and a 30-second OB here, so I'm gonna kind of combine these and say that right now this is gonna be the order flow. So there's an OB and a fair value gap, and until we break that again, that order flow is bullish. Dude, please just don't stop me out before the market opens. If I get stopped out at market open, fine. But if I get stopped out before market even opens, that's gonna suck. I don't know how you guys got filled, dude. You guys got so lucky. Mm-mm-mm. Good thing I didn't have pyramid. Two more minutes. See, I think if we were like here and we open, I think if we went to here, we'd definitely go higher. But if we're here, I just don't want to get wicked out. You know? I would definitely consider this more LRLR now, more than before, for sure. I want the market to stay here. Do not move for the next minute, because I don't mind getting stopped out at open. I do not mind. I just don't want to get stopped out before open. I don't know why. It's just like an OCD thing. Like if I get stopped out before we open, it's just like, oh, dude, what the hell? Okay, one more minute. $30. Just stay here, market. Please just stay here. As long as you don't stop me out here, I'm fine. I'm fine. Again, you can stop me out at open if you want at 9:30 on this stupid ass wick, but as long as I don't get stopped out here, I'm chilling. Hey man, if my stop loss hits open, I'll be fine with that. I just don't want to hit before open. Let's go. All right, so there's open. Now I can get stopped now. I don't really care if I get stopped. And boom, stopped out. So really good trade. That's gonna be my only alert probably for the day. Yeah. Pretty good trade. Can't complain with that. The next trade that I do not mind is if we get like a death candle through this, I think we definitely go to the data lows. Bro, you guys are so lucky you got filled at freaking open. I'm going to try just one micro here. I'm going to play the profits I just made. If we get it. Okay, I can take 2 micros actually. If we start dumping, I'm gonna take 1, but we need to violate this OB in this fair value gap. Okay, I'm getting in. So I'm just playing with profits here. Again, this is just profits because I'm pretty confident we're gonna go to the data lows. And boom. Nice. Again, pretty easy play there. So finally got it. Can't complain with that, and I am now done for the day. So again, I don't even care they got stopped that open. Hey, at least I re-entered, you know. That wick, that was just annoying, man. I don't know why that happened, bro. What the hell? Gotta post this. So this is not a terrible long, but I wouldn't take this because there's not really a good break even stop. Like there's not a good break even here. Yeah, there's nowhere to move south break even, so I don't really like this, to be honest. I would maybe wait for the 1. If there was a break even spot, I could see myself taking this, but there's not really any like the break even spot would be up here, but this is way too high, so I wouldn't take that personally. Again, it could work. I don't know, but so you can see it fails. Again, it doesn't fail because it's set up. I think there's nowhere to move stop the break even, so I don't like it, you know. The 5-minute, let me see. Are we talking about these right here? Oh, London. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're probably going to go hit these because we just got kind of a death candle here. So I'm not going to marry these, but we did get a death candle here. We did violate this 5. Yeah. So I can conclude from this, we're probably going to go to here. So yeah, I actually am going to marry these. Never mind. So I do like this actually a lot because I like it more now that I saw this. I was like, I'm not going to marry these, but then I kind of saw this. I'm like, okay, maybe not. I will marry these now. So yeah, we should definitely hit these. Again, the only way you could get in short if we retrace or do anything, but So 2-minute close below. We should just straight dump here now. You can see the body just closed below. Really good close, actually, for a chase. There you go, right there. Bro, this is so easy. Mm, mm, mm. I gotta do an Instagram story. Everyone get ready to type 1. Yo, what's up, Instagram? We green from this one setup for life back down to data lows. And it's literally only 9:37. Now I don't have to do anything. Everyone type 1 if you caught any part of that short. The only the only reason people are typing 1 is because it actually executed on the screen. Usually I don't do that, but let's go. So pretty bullish reaction. Like the first thing I noticed is this is really bullish off the London low. So I'm gonna watch this 1 minute fair value gap. Not the 2 minute. I think you could do either, to be honest. I think if we break this 1, I think we shoot right up to this. So far, nothing. Expecting pretty well. Ugh. Yeah, we could very easily well reject. I'm just saying, like, in hindsight, we barely displaced below this London low. So if we end up coming back up here and getting inverse, I think that would be bullish. Obviously, without this inverse, you can't really say that, but I mean, yeah. So it looks like we will go back to lows, which is fine. We never really got the inverse anyways. Again, I'm just going to be watching for the displacement below here. We just swept Asia low now, which is right here, which could still be considered sell side. And we're just kind of watch the reaction to it. There's not a single clean inverse in this leg on any time frame that I see. Not the 30-second, not the 1 minute. So still going to refer to this one. By the way, everyone go share your executions under my tweet. And in Profit channel. Go post some Profits channel. Come on, guys. So again, so far no displacement over that under the Asia low. If we come back up, break this momentum, we could get an order block here. I think the biggest thing you should take away from that short entry I took was it was basically common sense. Like, it's not like I was drawing a perfect IVG or perfect anything. It was kind of an order block and a fair value gap. And I know for bullish, we're going to respect it. But the second you see us going through that, I know we're going to go down to the data lows. It's just common sense at the end of the day. I'm not really overthinking anything. D9. Wallers, you missed a pretty good one setup for life. Yeah, I was denied one payout out of 4 or 5, which sucks, but it's whatever. Because I made too much. 30% rule. So D9, what I would say to your question, like, if there's nothing to reject from, then I just probably want to get in a trade unless you're very confident on the draw and liquidity. Let's say we reject from something and you don't know the draw and liquidity, then yes, you could get in a trade because that probably tells you the draw and liquidity. You know? All right, 2 people posted the profits channel. Nice. Carlos, see, Carlos says execution's better than mine. Damn. Carlos, you definitely executed that better. Nice job. I think you could follow the 1 or 2. The only thing I don't like about the 2 is there's kind of an order block here. So I would prefer us to see the both break the 1 and 2 in this situation. Well, D9, show me some of your trades. Well, Wise, I'm not bullish yet. I'm just saying if we inverse it, I'm bullish. Not yet. This is bearish so far. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not bullish yet unless this inverses. It's kind of like an if then statement. Do you get what that? Do you get what I'm saying? I know this is a big 5-minute fair rally gap, but I definitely expect us to go at least to this 1 minute high if this 1 minute broke. And then we'll see the reaction out the 5 minute. Again, this is not bullish. You guys think I'm bullish right now. I'm not bullish at all. I'm only bullish if this breaks. That's why I have it drawn. Otherwise, this is like factually, like logically, objectively speaking, this is bearish. All right. So just make sure you understand that. Looks like we're gonna go for the low again, which is fine. We still have a gap down here we need to fill as well, so we could go for that, but it looks pretty obvious to me. Well, as long as we don't break any of these fair value gaps, this would be the next target. This just the giant gap, because you can see how obvious it looks, and there's kind of an intermediate term low right here as well. So this is where I would expect price to go next. And there is a fair value gap here, but would you expect this fair value gap to get ran through? Yes, you would, especially with the gap below. So like you should not really see this fair value gap respected. You should just see it rip. You should just see us rip through it pretty much. And it's a 15-minute, but again, there's a gap here, and this is going to be a stronger magnet. So again, should hit this. See how that's just ran through? And I know that's going to be ran through because we have a gap below. It doesn't make sense for us to bounce here. So pretty obvious that's going to be ran through. Should blast through here. Okay, there's that low. Still not hit the gap yet, which I'm assuming we will. Set up on CL. Let me check it out. This does look like a pretty good long, I'm not gonna lie. Swept equal lows. Dude, if this failed, I would have no idea why. If this fails, someone tell me. But if it works, someone tell me. I'm gonna get off this. Actually, I'll set an alert here. I don't know why this would fail. Alright, I'll check questions in a little bit. So I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this is gonna happen. Because I still think we go hit this gap. There's a bunch of resistance here. This is a mitigation block right here. So you got a mitigation block, gap beneath us. Is there an SMT here? Let me check. Oops. If there's an SMT here, that would be even better. No SMT there. Okay, and there's an SMT here. So this should just dump. For the YM. Like, generally, this would probably be a good short entry if we got it. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, though. Damn. So, no short entry there, but the gap did hit, as I thought. So, I'm going to scratch that prediction for now. So, gaps can sometimes be used as support and resistance. So, to me, this is just going to be support until we break it, and then resistance if we break it. So, I think this is going to hold a support now. This looks textbook on the 15-second. There's no 1 minute clean entry, though, unfortunately. Textbook long setup back up to this high in the 15-second out of new day opening gap support. See, this is what I'd love to see in the 1 minute. Oh, like I'll go heavy in these plays in the 1 minute. I'm not gonna take it on the 15-second. There's just no way in hell. It's a good tape read though for sure. This is also a breaker block in the 15-second as well. So this fair value gap should hold us. This would be the breaker right here. So it's a unicorn entry. And this would be your manipulation leg right here. And no boom yet. Imagine this fails right here. A breaker, see how this is an order block, but we don't expect this to be used as an order block because if we're coming off of a new day opening gap and sell side, we're not expecting price to reject these two up close candles. So instead, they're considered a breaker, and we'll break them, and then we'll use them as support, and then we'll go to the next high, which would be here. And boom, there it is. See how nice that signature and price is? I know it's a 15-second, but it's still a good signature and price. Did anyone take that? Bruh. 15-second demons. Yeah, Caleb, I took a short right here, one setup for life, so I'm done for the day probably. I mean, it's a good signature and price, I'm not gonna lie, but so I know the 1 minute inverse, and honestly, because we're off of this new day opening gap and what should be treated as support, like sometimes people will take this inverse and they will get away with it. And I'll get a bunch of comments on Twitter, and they're like, they take this setup right here. I'll show you exactly what they do. And then they target these equal highs. And they're like, Dodgies, this is a good setup. And I usually say no, because it's not what I teach, because there's this gap above and you want both gaps to break. But like sometimes when they do work, they work because of liquidity, not because of the inverse fair value gap. So like, yeah, this is not a play I'd ever take because of it's just not valid, and we hit this gap too. But when people send me this and it works, I'm like, well, it worked because of liquidity, not because of my model, and you just happen to be in the right side of liquidity. Because like you shouldn't see this inverse anyways if I'm right and we're delivering out this new day opening gap. But it's still technically not valid. So you should be like, well, it's not valid, but it still worked because you knew you were on the right side of liquidity, if that makes sense. But the proper way to be sure is you really need to wait for this higher one to break, which at that point it's just, it's not. You would probably go like half size because of risk to reward, but I would use the 2 minute and the 1 minute are basically the same here, to be honest. I would just use the one. Now, do we have any short entries here? Not really. So this is actually what I predicted before. What I predicted was I think price was going to do this, right? But I can't be so sure now because we technically already have a manipulation leg and we already ran the gap. I only would have expected a rejection above the 0.5 if we did not hit this gap already, but we did. So I can't like guarantee we go back, which we might. Maybe we do, and I'm right, but it's not a. I deleted the prediction after we ran the gap the first time because it doesn't like. We don't have to run this gap again. And now if we do, I think we actually are going to go lower because you don't really want to see us run this gap twice. So the fact that we did reject off this 0.5, which was my initial prediction, which I said this would probably be a good short, may tell us that the bias actually is more bearish than we think. But again, we have to use this. We just have to watch this gap and see how he kind of react to this gap because, again, as long as we shoot through it, we should go down more because it's going to turn into resistance because these gaps are good resistance and support. And yeah, that's just kind of the next thing I'm watching. So my prediction did play out perfectly, but again, I deleted the prediction because we already kind of got a bounce in the gap. So there's no guarantee we're going to still reject there, but Again, the news didn't really do that much, but there's not really any data wicks here. Dude, there's no way CL is failing this. See, I don't know why this fails. That's why I don't trade CL. This is just horrible. I mean, it's a textbook PPR and it just fails. I guess that just means the bias is wrong, but yeah, I don't. That's why I don't trade CL. And we're in a higher time frame PD array. Look at this. We're in a higher time frame PD array. We bounce from this low here. There's no reason this shouldn't fail. There's no reason why that fails. We even held it to the tick. See, that's exactly why I don't trade CL, because this is a setup that will work 100% of the time in NQ, at least to make it a break-even trade. And this is why I don't trade CL. So there's nothing wrong with the setup whatsoever. So we're dumping through the gap, which again, remember what I said. The fact when I delete my prediction there, and it still works, that just tells me the bias is more bearish than I think it is. So that just tells me where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to this low now, right? So it just tells me that the bias is just more bearish than we think, because my prediction, which I had drawn out, rejecting that 0.5 and going like this, even though we hit the new day opening gap, it still works. So that just tells me, okay, the bias definitely is bearish if we do that, you know. So we should go for this low down here now. And then we would look to use this as resistance. Yeah, that was a pretty good short if you're bearish, flanker. Cialis oil. So now I would expect, let's see, maybe this to happen. And then that would bring us down the sell side. Oops. You're probably going to see a pretty good reaction to the 0.5 here if we get it. All right, let's see if we get the 0.5 here. You should definitely see us like somewhat stall at this 0.5 for sure. And it's an order block on the 30-second. I hope we hit the 0.5 because I'm very curious to see if I'm right. I shorted the 2-minute IFG at like before 9 o'clock. This 1 minute is valid. This is a B setup because it's just very low, but I could see this working for sure. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Could definitely see that working. Damn, it's not hitting the 0.50. I'd love to see the type of reaction we get out the 0.5 when we're bearish. Yeah, I think Tesla's a good long-term buy. Damn, it's not going to give it to us. Rip. Well, I mean, it could. So this would be the next potential play here, which would be a B setup. If you're very... See, this momentum looks pretty good now. And there's no close below anyway, so never mind. Yeah, I wish we hit that 0.5 because I think it'd be more logical and you could see better reaction off of it, which I think would be cool to see. We should dump here. Just this reaction is pretty bearish. See if we get the short. So here's a short entry. You got a B set up here. Stop would go to break even at this low. And then you just hold the sell side here. And break even trade. As we figured. Again, it's just so low. It's likely to be a break even trade. I mean, you could hold it. Could take your chances and hold it and not move south to break even in a situation like that, but very, very risky for sure. Yeah, if you entered on the 1 minute, you would still be in. It just depends on what time. Depends on your confidence and bias, to be honest. So if you're very confident us going this low, then the 1 minute would have been fine. If you wanted to see a couple different time frames close, then you would have waited for both the 30-second and the 1 minute. Just depends on your confidence and bias. And I'm fairly confident we go to the sell side. I mean, we're not getting any bullish bounces. We're not really. Every single bullish gap is getting destroyed. So I mean, it's 10:07. The macro time does end in 3 minutes, so we're not really that close to sell side yet. So we could get a dump in the next 3 minutes, actually. Like more of a dump, maybe. We have about what? 40 points to go here in the next 3 minutes. Think we can do it? We just need 2 death candles here. Now 2 minutes. Not looking likely. In 2 minutes, we need 2 death candles to this low. And then the macro ends. And then I drop the mic. Okay, this is the first candle. You want to see this hit in the next 2 minutes. So there's candle number 1. Let's see if we can get candle number 2 here. Well, you got about 1 more minute left. Well, I'll say 2. I'll count 10:10 too. So 10:09 or 10:10, this needs to be run. Okay, so far so good. And it was run on 10:10 or 10:09. So that is why I'm the best trader in the world, and that is why you guys pay me. So see how it's run, the power of time. I just taught you guys the power of time. See how that works? So I was running the 10:09 candle, which again, we wanted that to be run before 10:10. And yeah. So again, I was fairly confident that sell side was going to hit. We just need to see it run during the macro, which ends in about a minute. So we could now get a reversal set up off here, but you just kind of wait and see. I mean, yeah, Steve, I would say yeah, but I mean, I was just playing with profits from FOMC yesterday. Honestly, I would not like. It just depends on your circumstance. Like I said, if you're already pretty green, you know. No, CJ, that's just like a one-time thing. Like, it's more complicated than that. What I just called out takes years to know. Like, it's not gonna be like that every day. It's just it makes sense in the moment. Like I told you, I'm just playing off of common sense. You know. So I outlined how what are so I outlined how um we got our short setup. I sold it at lows, right? And then we hit Asia low, Asia high, or Asia low and London low, all right? And we didn't see any displacement below them. So I said, okay, if we come up because of no displacement and then break this gap right here. So if we came up, broke this gap here, I would be bullish. But I said it was not bullish unless it happened. So we don't ever break this gap. We come back down. And what did I say here off of this? I said, okay, well, we didn't get a long setup after sweeping London low and Asia low, which tells me there's probably some sort of sell side or something I'm missing to the left. So that's when I kind of zoom out. I see this gap here. So I'm like, okay, well, we have a gap here. We didn't get a long setup off Asia and London low. So that's when I kind of predicted we would go to the 0.50 and then reject, which did happen. It just happened after the fact because I kind of delayed the prediction because we hit the gap. Still happened, whatever. So then when I saw this, I'm like, okay, well, if my predictions still played out off the 0.50 and we still rejected this gap, what does that tell me? That just tells me, by the way, this is a long setup. Outscale half at this BPR if we hit it. Sorry, 1 second. I'm in this. Okay, I'm scaling half there. Sorry. So you can see once I saw this, this 50% hit, and my prediction still plays out. What does that tell me? That tells me, okay, well, my prediction still played out, which still means the buy is probably still bearish, and there's probably another low we're gonna go for. And then I kind of outlined this gap, and I said, okay, this is going to be acted as support and resistance. I said right here it would be acted as support, which it was, and I said if we broke it, it would be as resistance. And when we broke it, it was clearly used as resistance here. All right, and we had another bearish gap, and we didn't quite touch this gap, which I thought we would, but the bias is still bearish. We don't really need to put out the 0.5 every time, but it still got close, still kind of the same idea. And then because we know this gap should act as resistance, where should we go next? We should go back to this next low, the sell side, because LRLR here. And that's when I said I'm fairly confident we go to the sell side. All right. And then we saw that act as resistance. We saw a 1 minute and 30-second gap put in. And then I outlined how we should run them from in the macro time because it was actually currently 10:07. We had the momentum going down. And based off screen time experience, it's just common sense to run that before 10:10. So I knew it was probably going to run the next 3 minutes, So that's that. All right. Now, if I draw this impulse leg, we did just hit the 0.50 this impulse leg, and we did just inverse this BPR. So I want to see this act as support and bring us up here. And we also inverse the 30-second, and we also just put in a 30-second order block here. How many people got stopped to break even? How many people are still holding? You guys got break even? Okay. I got stopped to break even, just so you guys know. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I held. I did not hold that. That was just like a smaller play for me. But nice play. Nice idea for sure. If you didn't get stopped to break even, you're probably gonna get stopped now. I can imagine if you got a better fill, it may have not stopped you, but obviously this is where the long setup triggered, so you probably should have gotten stopped to break even if you left your stop there. So the 30-second the mean threshold of this OB did hold. So still definitely could go up here. Again, I'm just kind of using the fact that we did sweep sell side, and there's not really any reason to get a short here, to be honest. Still holding this inverse too on the 30-second. Kind of getting a little sloppier, as you can obviously tell, but definitely still want more upside here. There's an IFG here to the short side, and I'm actually going to draw it because I think it may, if we inverse it again, I think it could be used as support back to the upside. Because I want, again, because we swept sell side, does it really make sense to reject this IFG? No, it doesn't. It makes sense to actually go over it, which I don't say a lot, but it definitely makes sense to push us up here. Okay, so there's the close above. So I want to see us boost this up if possible. Okay, you can definitely just see starting to get a lot sloppier for sure, because when you start seeing these closes above and below, that's just sloppiness. Now, obviously, you want to have longed here because this is weighing premium, and I already called the entry down here, right? I already called the long entry down here. So it's not like this would be a loss because this was the entry, not this. But the nice thing is, if you are in from lower, you did get stopped to break even. You're like, okay, well, I'm not going to take this because this is in premium. I already took it lower, whatever. So you're not in the play, but you still see this fail. You can kind of recognize sloppy price conditions in live time without wrecking yourself because you're already in from the good entry. And then now you see this, you're like, okay, I think I'm going to end the trading day because you just see this BPR get close above, then close back under. And without getting wrecked yourself, you're going to recognize the bad price conditions and save yourself the next time. So kind of a good sign. That's why you got to get in a discount, not premium. Again, I still do want upside here, but it's definitely pretty sloppy. Maybe we form like mini LRLR and break this. It's not the cleanest though, I will admit. Mm. Yeah, I see a chance. And there's equal lows there as well. So there's the equal lows. Nice little equal low soup there. How do you take partials easy? Well, I have a partial how to take partials video in the general chat, so you could watch that. It's pinned if you go to the pinned. So that I don't think it usually does Uriel. I think this is definitely where we could start to see sloppiness. Again, this 2-minute IFEG is holding still, so this isn't bearish yet. You can see the body still respecting this, and that's the only reason why I think we're gonna go up here. I mean, but if this gets broken, I think that's just gonna be I'm gonna be wrong, or this is just sloppy. But again, it doesn't matter because the play was down here and the play worked. It was a win, so it's not like this matters. The 2-minute close still is a lot of time, so I'll just kind of monitor this. Come on, pump us. 2-minute fair value gap. You know you want to pump us here to this high. Back to IRL. Because that's how the market should move. Not this random BS. Okay, good sign here. Still want this high. Which for anyone not on the charts, it's 17,478.50. Little more. And boom, let's go. So again, 2-minute IFG held. A little sloppy in the 1-minute, but still was bullish there. Wasn't really, like I said, it didn't really make sense to short. We already hit sell side, already got a pretty big move. So again, I'm tapering pretty perfectly today. I've made 0 mistakes. So this is not a breaker. Oh wait, this is. So we got a unicorn set up here in this fair value gap. Yeah, this does look good. I'm not gonna lie. Even the 3-minute. Again, it doesn't. Like I said, I've said it does not make sense to short here at all. Like, I don't even think you need these inverses. I'm not gonna lie. Like it makes so much sense to just maybe go up to these highs. I could definitely see this happening. So there's a 2-minute entry. So now because it's 2-minute inversed, again, it looks pretty good, at least to bring us to here. And I think this would be an A setup. I mean, it looks pretty good. The momentum's pretty good. And then I think you just target here now. But I'm not encouraging you to trade anymore because this is where people are going to start over trading. And I don't want to promote over trading. So I'm in a really awkward position here because obviously I run the Discord service and I'm commentating. And if like this fails, then I'd feel bad. But at the same time, like I've already called so much stuff that like no one should be even close to red. Like it's a really weird position for me. Like yeah, maybe if I haven't taken a trade, it definitely looks pretty good. But I wouldn't trade it because not because it's bad, but because I'm like, what's the point of trading this? You know, why would you trade this after I've called like 50 million green things? You know, it's just there's no point in trading this, in my opinion. However, I still will label as an A setup. Yeah, maybe you could take an eval if you want. Plus EV, how have you not had a win today? Are you kidding me? Take it plus EV. I'm very curious to see if this doesn't work, if you take it. Bro, who cares what I take? You're not copying me. Just take this setup, risk $200, whatever you want to risk, and then target these highs and these highs. There's no way you haven't taken a trade. See, I'm not taking this not because it's a bad setup, but because I'm like, what's the point? You know? Bro, you literally had a 75% win rate for like 2 weeks. Remember you sent your stats to me? I don't know. Like if this fails, I'll literally have no idea why, but I'm not in it, so it won't matter for me. Yeah, I don't know. Your psychology is just messed up, plus EV. I think it's just your psychology. Cause you would always sell for like 5 points or 3 points. Like you can't do that. Are you in plus EV? You're not in? Okay. All right. Why? Because I'm not getting in? Because you want to copy me? Not sure where to enter? Bro, just like, I'm not gonna talk because I don't want to promote over trading the people. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm sorry. I cannot say anything else. Someone tell Plus EV where to enter. Can someone tell him where to enter? I don't want to say anything. Okay. Zevo says here. Right now, Plus EV. So I guess that's what chat's saying if you phone a friend. All right, Plus EV's in. I did not say that. I did not say anything. Dude, I don't know if you guys have realized, but every single setup I like somehow don't take just fails. So I'm really hoping this works. And I think it will work. Like it's an A setup. I think it will work. I'm not in it, but I think it will work. It looks good. It's an A setup. We swept sell side. There's no reason to go down here. I mean, I would never know why this fails if it fails. There's just no reason this should fail. So I don't know. Maybe it's just luck of the setups I take just don't take, just fail. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just been getting real lucky. I really want this to pump for plus EV's sake. I mean, it should work. If this fails, I'll feel so bad because I can't. I don't know. This is a setup that should work. You know. Plus EV, did you scale out for 3 points? Bro. Why? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I would not go to break even in this play. I would take the loss. I would rather take a loss on this play than go to break even. I don't know, that's just me. I guess maybe it is the trader. I don't know. Well, I guess you're not in the trade anymore, so I don't really have any emotional attachment to it anymore. But yeah, I would not go to break even on this trade like this. I mean, it's too high probability to go break even on a trade like this, you know? Well, sometimes to be profitable, you can't be fully mechanical. I mean, that's what the most profitable traders are not mechanical at all. Like me, I'm not mechanical. I mean, sometimes, but not really. There's a bearish. Is it a bearish SMT with ES? I don't even care. This still looks good, but I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's good he scaled. Maybe it's bad he did. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna shut up. Again, I'm not in this play. I don't want to talk about a play I'm not in. I just think it looks really good. Again, I would. Me personally, I would not go to break even, but that's just me. That's just me. And I don't trade mechanically most of the time, you know? Want to know when I'd go to break even? I'd go to break even if we hit this internal high again. Because we have the SMT. That's when I'd go to break even. Especially because this is a 30-second, like, bearish SMT inside this 30-second to the left. That's like, that's not a good sign at all. mm. So far rejecting that 30-second. All right, plus EV. If we get another inversion down here, would you take that? SMT is when ES already takes out, like ES already took out this high. So ES actually already hit the take profit and Q did not. That's what an SMT is. So sometimes I'll scale, sometimes I won't. It just depends. So plus EV, if we get another inverse here, would you enter that? Like if we got an inverse down to this low? I'm not answering the question. I'm not going to tell you what I'll do. No, for long. Like, what if we got a 1 minute bearish inverse here? We bounce off this gap. Would you take that long? I'm not asking you. Okay, so see, that's a good answer. I agree. I agree. Mm-mm-mm. So you got a tiny 30-second here. Would definitely have this drawn for sure. Want to see us accelerate above that. Meta Prince. I haven't seen your name in forever. I find it better to watch whatever one I like the best, and I do not watch the 15-second really. I only watch the 30-second if there's no 1 minute gap, but I still have a bias that the 30-second might help me with. So like if I'm looking for a liquidity pool and there's no 1 minute gap, I'll see if there's one in the 30-second just in case. But I will not go to the 15-second. Only some like I'll tape read the 15-second. I won't enter out the 15-second. You can if you want, but that's just not how I trade. Mm-mm. All right, we could get it here plus EV. Let's see. So this would be your entry plus EV if we got it for sure. See, I didn't enter the 2 minute, but I might play the small profits if we get it. I think this one would be bad. Especially if this is a soup. It applies to just one account only selling. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a gap there, unfortunately. It may have just been a soup. Rip. So plus EV, what you could try doing now is if we inverse this 30-second, try this 30-second. Like do this. Because we're not going to get a gap down here anymore, especially after this reaction here. Looks like we might not get it though. I feel like I'm watching this trade for you guys because I'm not in this. Like, I don't even care what happens. I've already called out so much stuff today. It's like all worked. It's just like, I don't know. I don't want to promote over trading. We're somewhat engineering a couple highs up here. So I will kind of keep this drawn for now. But so far that bearish SMT is definitely pounding us down here. Okay, we could get it here, maybe. All right, so plus EV, let's say the gap closed like this and we inversed it. Would you take that? Very nice, Zach. All right. Bro, how is this 2 minute failing, bro? I feel so bad. Why does every play I don't take not work? Like I generally don't know why that happens. I feel so bad. I said I'm not taking it. I didn't want to promote over trading and I wouldn't take it. Like, and it just fails. And I don't know why it fails. It's not a play I take. I'm sorry if you guys took that, but that's why I said I'm like I already called way too many green things. I would be done for the day. I'm not taking this, and it just fails. I don't know why, but sorry if you guys took that. Again, not a play I would ever take because I'm already good, you know. Well, yeah, the break even did save you. I'll give you that, but it just again, I can't go and I can't do a daily review and be like, yeah, this failed because of this. I generally don't know. I mean, I guess the SMT, but there's no way this is an A setup. You're not gonna see this fail too much, especially after hitting a big sell side like that. Um, it just doesn't make sense to fail. Maybe day before NFP, that could be it. Mm, kind of just watching this and like this inception gap could hold, but I think if this gap breaks, we go lower. We go to this low if this inception gap breaks. I generally don't know why this 2 minute just gets wrecked like that. I know it is a break even trade mechanically speaking, but I would not put myself to break even there. I would just hold. I'm telling you right now, there's no way like half of Twitter isn't in this long right now. There's just no shot. And if this loses, we're not gonna post it. But again, like I said, I'm not in this long or anything. Yep, 5 minute FEG did break, but it doesn't make sense to short down here. You know, we swept major sell side. I'm just going based off liquidity. It doesn't make sense to short. Mm-mm-mm. And it was a 3 minute too. Well, the 3 minute did hit the break even as well, I guess. Trading. What I would have done is I would have had a stop close below and would have done this. That's what I would have done. Stop the risk reward. If you're banking on the inception fair value gap, the stop's too big at that point, so I wouldn't use that. Again, there's still kind of a bunch of engineering relative equal highs above here. It still does not make sense for me to short this if I were looking for a play. So plus EV, let's say we get a giant momentum candle above these two bearish gaps. Would you take that? Okay, so I would take this too. I think this is an A plus setup. There's no way this fails to these, at least to these relative equal highs. See if we get the close above. Okay, no close above, so no entry there. So plus EV. Let's see if this candle closes above. Again, who cares if the stop loss far? You're still risking the same amount. Like if I was risking 125, or if I was risking whatever, it's still the same. Like if I was doing 150, percent, no, USD. If I'm risking 150 here, it's gonna be the same amount of contracts. You know, it's the P&L, not the size of the points. So plus EV, I'd almost jump in here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna hit these relative equal highs, I think, just based out this momentum. Candle's obviously gonna close above. Okay, so okay, good. Okay, so there's relative equal highs. Candle's obviously gonna close above here. Yeah, thanks for the liquidity, Plyo. And it would I don't know how you're gonna trade this, but you probably just got stopped out of break even if I had to guess. Again, this is another trade where like I would probably rather take the loss than go to break even, but that's just me. But again, you kind of like I knew instantly those equal highs are gonna hit without the candle close, just because they're so engineered. It's an unfilled gap. I mean, there's just no way those don't hit. So we got a 30-second BPR here. Would obviously want to see that break. I feel like this is what like I feel like this price action's like starting to get like, okay, now we know there's news tomorrow. Rather than before, like you couldn't tell there was news tomorrow based off the price action before. It was beautiful. Plyo, I am not bearish here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you want to hop in short, be my guest, but I think we just go up here. I mean, good luck if you do. Leopard, what do you think? We need to break this. If we don't break this 30-second BPR, you're probably screwed. But if this 30-second BPR breaks, I think you go up here. Just gotta wait to see how we react to this, though. Again, I'm not in any plays here. I'm literally just strictly tape reading. And again, I would not overtrade. I called too many green things this morning, so yeah, this is just strictly tape reading. You want 550? Yeah, same. I'm not answering that question now, guy. The more, like, you guys keep asking me, is this a good play? Is this a good play? I'm not answering any questions on any more plays because you guys shouldn't be trading. You should be done. There's no way people are still trading. If I answer your questions, it's just going to promote people to trade. You've missed every trade? Well, do you know how IFEGs work, Vince? I've called like 4 different things. Ugh, not the strongest close. Close literally a tick above. Definitely would not trust that yet. Do you have a video on entries only? I have backtesting videos in the live streams channel if you go the old backtesting sessions. And I have one on my YouTube. Little mini LRLR here now. Okay, all taken out. Oh wait, now we have equal highs, never mind. Okay, now it's all taken out. Wow. Yeah, this BPR it's just not closing above it. I want to trust this close. You want to see like a rippy candle through this that closes way above, or else this is definitely not going back up here. Another close below. There we go. No way this closes back under again. Oh, I'm freezing, bro, right now. Okay, that's a little more trustworthy there. See that candle close? That's a lot more trustworthy now. Should bring us at least back to this high. And then hopefully over this fair value gap. So this fair value gap's gonna be a problem. I mean, this is the last line of defense. Like, this is the last thing we just have to break. Did you get filled then, plus EV? MNQ hit there. What do you mean it popped? Bro, what? Did you have the limit placed like 5 minutes before the target hit? Or did you place it like right there? Like right when it hit? Dude, you gotta place it before. Like right here, sell one. And then hold the rest till this TP and this TP too. How many contracts do you have plus EV? Okay, now sell one there. Because the SMT. And then when this TP hits, sell another. Payout, I just want to say, don't fade me, bro. Thanks for the liquidity again. Forgot to thank you before. I told you, it made 0 cents to short there. 0. 0 cents to short there. There's no point in shorting there, I'm telling you. And then final TP would be here. So, are you in profit now, plus EV? Sorry, I'm not looking. Oh, you're not in the play? Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, plus EV. I cannot help you, dude. You're like, dude, just market buy, bro. I told you this is not bearish. How do you not have conviction in this hitting, bro? Like I had so much conviction in that working out. Like I wouldn't go stop the break even there. Like everything I've called has worked. Like it's literally you. It's not me. You're just overthinking everything. Plus EV, shut up. Bro's trying to look good now. Is anyone still holding a runner? Well, how about you don't go to break even anymore? How about you just take like 10 plays and you take profit or stop loss? There's no. I bet you everyone on Twitter is in this long right now, bro. There's no way. Mm, 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 mm. I really have to go soon. I just want this last TP to hit, hopefully. Yeah, the kill zone did descend, and AM price action is pretty good, so I would not trade launch. All right, can everyone fill out this form real quick? Please fill out that form. And then I gotta go right after this. I think the final TP will hit, but I don't know if I'm gonna be here for it. Can the opening wick be a take profit? Yeah, it can. All right. I'm gonna go over the feedback form. By the way, what's holding us down is this. This is what's the big thing holding us down right now. So like, I bet you if we do break this, it will work for long entry, but we need to break that first, obviously. All right. I'm gonna do the survey feedback form. All right. 3 3s, 4 4s, and 26 5s. So again, I'm not trying to be mean, but I've been trying to help him, man. It's tough because it's definitely his psychology and his like. I think it's just his like psychology and lack of conviction, but I don't know. Thank you. Oh yeah. Today was a demo day only for sure. So yeah, good job. Do not feel dumb. That's good. This is good. Okay, this is good. All right. Well, the PA is good. Yeah, the PA is good. I have no problem trading when PA is good. It's just when it's tough, it's hard not to say why not to trade. A little hesitation, in my opinion. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I'll keep doing more sessions like last night. So if the stop's too big, you always go less contracts. But here's a problem. For the people playing 1 to 2 micros a play, they can't take those plays. That's why I say that. If you're trading a mini all the time, then yeah, you could take the big stop loss plays, but you have to go in with like 4 micros only. That's why I say that. Some people physically can, it's too big for them. They can't take it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, because we had good price action. All right. Cool. Yeah. It's all right. I thank you for that. Yeah, I've been working with Plus EV for about a year now, so I've just been trying to help them. So, um, oh God, I don't worry about it. You can put your feedback right here. This should hit in the next 2 minutes. Look at this. So look, I said this should work right now. This should run in this candle to the next candle because again, 11:08 macro time ends at 11:10. There it is. Boom. So another macro time run there. Did anyone get in on that? I said it would probably work, you know? I mean, very obvious. So, all right, I'm going to get off there. Perfect stream. And yeah, I mean, really can't complain about that. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.